Today, our champion, Ed Czernicki of Webster, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Ed Crisafi of Belmont, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and I'm speaking for the whole crew when I say we're sure glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts. It's 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, and it's total pinfall, which will determine our winner. Each bowler is guaranteed a permanent souvenir, and these are provided by Din Brothers of Boston and Holyoke. Each is guaranteed some prize money. $1,200 is guaranteed. $700 of that goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up. We've got $50 available to the winner of each string. And obviously, if we tie, we split that at $25 apiece. Our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks, will receive a $50 gift certificate from Rotman's Furniture of Worcester. All right, that's about all. The rest of it I'll tell you as it goes along. Right now, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Hey, Ed, how are you?
Good.
Let's see. Gosh, that's a long time ago since you were here, huh?
5 years doesn't seem that long, but
I know it doesn't really, but when you look at it and start to add it up, then you say, okay, you have 2 children. Are they boys or what? What's
girl Courtney 6 and a boy Craig 12.
Very good. Okay, fine. And this is the father of 2 girls whom we mentioned before, huh?
Yeah.
Amy and Kim. Yeah. And that name is a little bit familiar, isn't it?
It sure is.
All right. Good luck to you, and good luck to you, Ed. We'll get underway right after this. Crisafi, high single 190, high triple 458, league average 121. Ed making his second appearance. Last one was back in 1987, as we discussed. And he's from Belmont, Massachusetts, representing Lanes and Games of Cambridge today. At a 683 and winning his roll-off. Still has 4 pins. Two, 4, 5, and 7. It's a 9. He powered that one down, hoping that obviously he would make a strike, have a hammer, but instead he got a split. He's got the 4 alone over on the left, 6 and 10 over on the right, 2 pieces of wood, and right now Ralph Stewart is down there checking, and it is just rolled behind the deadwood line. Ed is looking it over, and it's in pretty good position. 2 pieces of wood. One is touching the 4, and the other is almost touching the 6. Well, it didn't work. He went just a little too far on the piece of wood that was in front of the 4.
So we have line 1, please.
A 9. Now our defending champion, Ed Czernicki. High single 200, high triple 475, league average 128. Representing Mohegan Bolodrome of Webster, where he lives, and had a 670 in his roll-off. Single pin to pick up for a spare. He has it. In winning last week, Ed defeated George Miro. 378, 358. Here's the fill. Hoping the 2 would fall, but it wouldn't. Two and 6. Got it. So 2 in a row. Now today's challenger, Ed Crisafi, Belmont. He powered his way to a 9-pin drop and a spare leave with the 7 and a piece of wood in front of the 7. Looks pretty good. He got it. Fair in the 3rd. In his only previous appearance, the man he lost to was one of our more successful bowlers, Tim Lipke. Got a break in a sense. I mean, the drop is, so it looked like it was going to be 6, and that would have left parallel pins 5, 6 with 9 and 10 in back. But the 5 has gone down, so he's looking at a triangle made up of the 6, 9, and 10, and no, he missed the object pin, which was the 6, took out the 9. It's a 10. Now Ed Czernicki comes up. Ed last week was able to pick up just $100 in bonus money. But he did win. And chance right now with 2 marks in a row to pick up a fast 50. He'll have no wood to help. 6 is the fill, and what he's looking at right now is 1, 3, 7, and 8. And as I said, no wood. Will he make it? Nope, everything down except the 7. A 10. This is the 21st appearance on our program for Ed Czernicki, and I guess just about everybody knows that he holds our single string record. Right now, he's looking at the 3, 6, and 7 with wood in front of the 7. No, missed everything. Ed's single string, which is our record in the almost 35 years of this program, is a 197. It is an 8. And we pause after 4 boxes of the first string with the score right now, Czernicki 52 and Crisafi 45. Ed Crisafi of Belmont. 5th box, first string, and 2 more have just toppled. Maybe another will. Nope. He's left with the 1 and 2. He converts for his 2nd mark, 2nd spare. Ed is employed as a meter reader. Half Worcester, left side, just 2, punching out the 2 and 8. He's brought it back to 2. The 4 and 5. And he has left both for an 8 box. Now Ed Czernicki. Ed is self-employed. He has a thin hit to the left side. Just 2 pins. It's unusual in the sense that he took out the 2 and the 4 and didn't get anything in back. Now he's picked up everything except the 7 pin. A 10. It was in March of 1979 when Ed rolled that historic 197. Ralph Stewart has just called time to check on a piece of wood to be sure that it is behind the deadwood line and it is just rolled into the right gutter. One, 4, and 7 still there. Ed's first appearance on our program was in August of 1971. It's an 8. Now our challenger, Ed Crisafi. He's looking at the 4 horsemen left side with no wood to help. Got the 2 and 4. It's a 9. As usual, Al Giglio is keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the folks who are here. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Everything down except the 7 pin for our challenger. There's a piece of wood out where number 1 would be, but he ignored it and went all over it for the spare. Now, our defending champion, Ed Czernicki, comes up. Two full, and he punches out the 1, the 5, and the 8, leaving 7 pins. Almost made it backdoor. Everything down except the pin nearest to him, the 3 pin. For a 10. For our crew today, we've got a Skip and a Zip. We have Skip Peabody and Zip Bradwell, Mike Foti, and Bob Armitage. And, of course, George Ellard in post-production videotape. Looking at the 1, 2, 4, and 10. Still has the 1, 4, and 10. Nine. We've already mentioned Ralph Stewart, our live line judge and referee, and of course, the chief, the captain, the guy we all have to salute every day is Bill Rubin. I'm only kidding. A triangle on the left. It's the 4, 7, and 8 with 3 pieces of wood for our challenger, Ed Crisafi of Belmont. Ooh, he went too far right with the wood. There were 3 pieces. He went for the outside one, hoping to make it swing like a door. Now he goes for the 2 that were right in front, and they go down easily. 101 through 9. His league average is 121. One, 5, and 8 still standing. $111. Now Ed Czernicki. Ed with a very much subpar for him string to open with, and no break here as he has parallel pins, the 8 and 10. A couple of pieces of wood in front of the 10. He got the 10, got one of the pieces of wood to move over, but it stopped short of hitting the 8. It's a 10. 99. Needs a mark, obviously, in order to win $50 here for winning this first string. Now he's got a diamond, and it's right in the middle. It's the 1, 4, 5, the 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1, 5, 2, 3, however you want to say it. But anyway, it's a diamond right in the middle. And he made it! All right, 109. 3 pins will win him $50 in bonus money. And he gets 9. So $50 in bonus money will go to our defending champion, Ed Czernicki, who wins the first string, 118 to 111. String with a 10 and a 9. He's at 19. And now here is today's challenger, Ed Crisafi. Everything down except the 4 pin. He has a spare. He has a strike on top of his spare, as you can probably tell, even if you are unable to see it. Now Ed Czernicki. Missed the head pin again, leaving the 1, 2, 4, and 9, and no wood to help. Missed everything except the 9 pin. And that time, punched out the 2 pin. You hear a little laughter in the background. It's because Ed just turned around and banged both sides of his head with each hand, as much as say, come on, wake up. Now he's got 5 pins over on the right-hand side, made up primarily of the diamond of the 3, 5, 6, and 9, but he also has the 10 pin. No wood. Made it. Now, shall we have 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money for our challenger? Let's see. Here's Ed Crisafi of Belmont, trying for 3 in a row. All right, he got 6, and he has left the 4 horsemen left side. No wood to help. 1, 2, 4, and 7. And yes, he has it. Oh, boy, they went out of there in a hurry. $50 in bonus money now for our challenger, Ed Crisafi. And, of course, it's still alive. As long as he can keep it going right now, each mark would be worth $50 in this string. Eight is the fill, and he has left the 3 and the 7 with 3 pieces of wood to the left of the 3. Wow! He got the 3 and sent a piece of wood spinning. It almost looked like one of those weed eaters as it was going down, but it never did touch the 7. Now going for a 10. That's a 9 because the ball actually touched a piece of wood that was in the gutter. All right, with the bonus ball still to be rolled by our defending champion, Ed Czernicki. The score right now after 4 boxes of the middle string is our challenger, Ed Crisafi, 67, and Ed Czernicki, 37. Our defending champion, Ed Czernicki, working on a spare. Here is the fill. He got 7. And Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, calls time because there's one piece of wood which is in back of the 6-pin, but there's also one that is this side of the deadwood line now rolling back, rolling back, rolling back. It's now in play. It is just rolled up against the 5-pin. What he's looking at is 3, 5, and 6. That's the triangle. And wow, got the 3 and 5, and wood wrapped right around the 6, but wouldn't go. It's a 9. And 2 full that time on the head pin, leaving 2, 4, 7 on the left, and on the right, the 3, 6, and 9. Got just 2, 4, and 7. It's a 9. Got to remind you that it's getting close to state tournament time for the Massachusetts Bowling Association. Starting in March, men and women will participate in every event this year's 100% handicap tournament. Events include teams, mixed teams, doubles, singles, and events. Our challenger, Ed Crisafi. He has 3 pins standing and 3 pieces of wood. The corners are full with the 7 and 10, but he also has the 4-pin near the 7, obviously, and the 3 pieces of wood, which he can utilize to get them all. But it didn't work. He got only the 10. For the youth, the NBA offers teams, doubles, and singles events. And for the bowlers with a high average, something brand new, the Massachusetts Classic, with $10,000 added. That's going to make its debut in April. And they tell me that tournament mailings are going to go out shortly to last year's nearly 7,000 entries. Ed Crisafi looking at 1 and 9 right now. Excuse me, 1 and 8 with wood. He's got it. If you want some more information, it's going to be available in mid-February at all the NBA centers. All right, Ed Czernicki. Ed Czernicki, our defending champion, struggling today. He got a break here. Now he has 2 pins to pick up, the 4 and the 7. Made it. Well, 8 is the drop, but it's a split with the 6 and 7. There's wood alongside the 7. There's wood in front of the 6-pin, and he's looking it over very, very carefully, trying to figure out how he can move it over to get the 7. Whether he can bang it off the sidewall, or it's not going to be easy. So he decided instead to go for the piece of wood that was in front of the 7, hoping that he'd get a better chance of sidewall action. It didn't work. All right, our challenger now, Ed Crisafi of Belmont, Massachusetts, coming up, working on a spare. And in the lead right now with a 17-pin lead, plus what he adds here. He adds 7 more. 24. And the 3 pins to pick up. 3, 5, and 6. Yes, he's got it. 2 in a row. Seven is the fill. 4 and 7 over on the left with wood across it, and on the right the 6 pin. Oh, what a shot! Take another look at that. Well worth $50 in bonus money. Oh, a beautiful shot. 4 and 7, and look how he moved it over to get that 6 pin. All right. Now Ed Czernicki. Now Ed has a triangle over on the right-hand side. This is made up of the 3, 5, and 6. And typical of the way it's going today, he got 2 of the 3. Now he just took out the 5, but it's for a 10 and just 100. Ed Crisafi already at 121, plus what he gets on the next ball. Ed Czernicki looking at the 4 and 7. Nope, got just the 7 and left the 4. It's still there. 109. All right, our challenger, Ed Crisafi, Belmont, Massachusetts. Three marks in a row for $50 in bonus money, and as you know, it is alive right now for more. Not exactly what he wanted. He got 7 as a fill. He didn't hit the head pin, so obviously that's still standing, along with the 7 and 9. Now a piece of wood has come up in a nice spot just to the left of number 1. And not quite. Got the 1 and 7. Got sidewall action, which sent one piece of wood spinning by the 9, but it's still up. The 10. However, he's at 138 and a box to go. Missed the head pin, and that was a thin hit to the right side. He has left the 4 horsemen on the left side, plus the 8 and 10. Now he's just chopped out the 4. Managed to clean it up and get a 10. And he wins the middle string by a score of 148 to 109 and leads in the match right now 259 to 227. Leading off, Ed Crisafi, today's challenger. Boy, he's hot right now, isn't he? Got 5. Left the 4 horsemen on the left side plus the 9 pin, but he's got a piece of wood right in front of that 9 pin. Cut the 4 horsemen so beautifully, and somehow you felt that he was going to get the 9-pin with a piece of wood in front of it, but it didn't work. Now Ed Czernicki. And our defending champion having a subpar day. And that's good only in golf. Four and 5 side by side, plus the 7-pin. Wood across the 4 and 7. Wood to the right of the 5. Well done. He used the piece of wood to the right of the 5 and sent it over after knocking down the 5 to get the 4 and 7. Two, 4, and 6. There is a piece of wood to the left of the 6-pin. However, it's partially behind it rather than being in front, which he would like. Came down too full on the 2-pin. It's a 9. Now our challenger, Ed Crisafi. Right down the middle, leaving a split. 6-10 on the right, 4-7 on the left. One piece of wood where number 1 would be, and another one across the 6 and the 10. That's the one he used, took them out, but wasn't able to get anything to go over and get the 4 and 7. Nine. Well, I have a chance. Congratulations to Karen Paré and Dan Murphy. They were the winners of the last World Candlepin Congress bowling tour stop, January 9th and 10th. Four horsemen left side. Tim Lipke, Jim Putney, Al Johnson, and Steve McGinnis made up the top 5. Donna Whitaker, Marianne Kelly, Valerie Joy, and Joanne Rosano made up the top 5 for the women. A 9. Ed Czernicki fires, and on a normal day that would be a strike, but today he has left the 7. It's been that kind of a day. He made the spare, despite the fact that there were 2 pieces of wood in the gutter right beside the 7-pin. Years ago, in the Candlepin bowling rules at that time, the double wood had to be removed, but not anymore. However, you can't touch it. Just makes it more difficult. Just a 3, that's all. 7 is alone over on the left. On the right, he's got the 4 horsemen plus the 5 and 9. Still has 1 and 7 up. It's a 9, and let's see. In this string, he leads by 1 pin, obviously, 48-47, but in the match, he's down by 31. Now our challenger bounces it off the footfoul line and leaves 4 horsemen right side plus the 7-pin and no wood to help. Made the 3, 6, and 10. 1 and 7 still there. And they're still there. The leaders for our 1993 live championship show, Jeff Atkins with a 440, Brian McKinley with a 425, Al Johnson a 422, Ken Coy a 414, and Jack Quinn with a 410. 1, 2, 7, and 8. The 4 is out of there. That's what he's looking at. Eight pins still there. Still there. As most of you already know, our high-low jackpot is at an all-time high. Hasn't been hit since December of 1990, up to 2,650. So close to a hammer, but Ed Czernicki has left the 4-pin. Made it. Now the fill. Well, the fill is 8, but however, the 2 pins that are standing are on a parallel plane. It's the 8 and 10. There is a piece of wood, which if it's just to the right of the 8, if he can get, no, it didn't quite work. The ball going over, no, it didn't hit either. And as it turned out, Ed didn't get it. It's a 9. All right, 4 boxes to go, and Ed Crisafi from Belmont, our challenger today, leading by 21 pins. He got everything down except the 10 pin, and right now it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And it's still the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It didn't go down. That's amazing. I don't know how it didn't go the first time. It actually is leaning. Now it goes for a 10. I've heard of leaners in basketball, but not that's a new one on me. Okay. 2 full on the head pin for Ed Crisafi. He's left basically a spread eagle, but he has 1 extra pin still standing, and that's the 8 pin. Now punches out the 6. So he still has on the left the 2, 4, 7, and 8, and on the right the 3 and 10. Wild pitch outside. He actually missed everything. All right, 4 boxes now for Ed Czernicki to do something. Nope, he couldn't take advantage of it. Ed Crisafi has just rolled a 4 box. And now Ed Czernicki comes up and does a half Worcester right side, punching out the 3 and the 9, and cannot convert. It's an 8. So actually, instead of taking it, being able to take advantage, he lost 2 pins. Now with 3 boxes to go, he's down by 23 instead of 21. And this time he's opposite a 4. All right, a chance to convert now. He has a triangle made up of the 3, 5, and 6. Can he do it? Not today. Took out the 3 and 5, but not the 6. So it's a 10. He picks up 6 pins there, but he's still down by 17. Ed Crisafi. 4 horsemen right side, plus the 8 pin. No wood. Oh, beautifully took out the 4 horsemen, but the ball did not go where he had hoped it would to pick up the 8 pin. It's a 9. He's got a half Worcester left side. This time he punched out the 2 and the 8. Got 3 more. So no mark. And right down the gut. Amazing. So he has left the door open with a 4, 9, and 5, but Ed Czernicki unable to take advantage of it. Ed needs a 124 to tie, 125 to win. Right now he's looking with no wood to help at the 4 horsemen left side plus the 10 pin. And no, not today. He has left the corners full. No, it's an 8. And that leaves him at 101 and needing a 124. He's got to strike. And has to do that not just once, but twice. There's one of them. But he must do it again. That puts him at 111. He has done it twice. He is now at 121 with the balls to go. He needs 4 pins to win. Four pins to win. He did it. He got 6. He has won by 3. Talk about your fantastic finish. Unbelievable. And a tremendous disappointment for Ed Crisafi, obviously. But he knows he has himself to blame for the 4 box and the 5 box in the last 3 boxes. Final 354 to 351, Czernicki. 705 is our total, $400, and as you know, 10 pins either side, and when I draw the card, even if it's nowhere near that, that person is rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right, let's find out now if we have a winner for $400. 705, that's what we're looking for today. 10 pins either side of it. And let's see, this one comes from Nashua, New Hampshire. Selden L. Pierce, and his guess is 739, so next week we go to 450. All right, Mr. Czernicki, this is now up to 2,650. But after the pressure you were just on, this will be nothing. Okay, Ed. Oh, man, you just missed it, Ed, but I guess it's that kind of a thing. Stand right over here, if you would, please. Here, from Din Brothers, is a little souvenir, and your name will be inscribed on that. There's nothing I can say.
I just hit the last string, and that was it.
The last 3 boxes, but I mean, even the last box when you come right down to it. But hey, listen, it's over, right?
It's over. That's it. He still needed a couple of strikes to win. He got it. He's a great bowler.
$350 plus $150. But would you believe that you are the winner, the marksman of the day? You both had 2 strikes. You both had 8 spares. So then we had to go to the total pinfall, bonus pinfall, and you won that 74 to 72. So here is a $50 gift certificate from Rotman's Furniture. Okay?
Thanks for that.
All right. Eddie, are you hiding because of the first 29 boxes? Is that what you're thinking?
That's frustrating, but geez, I don't know where it came from.
Well, I
I
tell
think
you.
Mom had a little to do with that.
Yeah, I guess so. Talk about a fantastic finish. And $700 plus $100 in bonus money. And from Din Brothers, another one that'll be inscribed with your name. And that one's one you'll remember, right?
Yeah, I will.
Tom O'Brien challenges you next week. See you then. Bye-bye, everybody. Candlepin Hall of Fame bowler, Stacia Czernicki.